What do they tell you about? I mean, would coming back too soon with this, would that be a big risk, or do they tell you if you feel good on it, you can play?
Yes, it just depends on how I feel, really. If I feel good, then play. If you don't, then, take a little more time off. So it all depends on how much I can tolerate the pain, really.
I know there was some talk that, they don't want you playing at half speed all year.
Right.
Do you feel like you're definitely on your way back and will play this year, or is there any chance that you say, I'm not going to be full strength and shut it down?
I mean, I feel like I'm making steps, so I can't really tell you now if I'll be full strength or not, but I'm feeling better than yesterday, but than the day before that. So, as long as I just keep going day by day, I think I keep on getting better. So I think I'll be at full strength hopefully soon. I don't know yet, but we'll see how much my body can take.
How frustrating has that been this year? It seems like you've always had something with either leg all season.
Yeah, I mean, it's been real frustrating. Ever since camp, I had the other knee, chronic tendonitis on the other knee. So I was starting to come back from that ECU game. Next thing you know, the first season I heard about meniscus. So it's been real frustrating, but just gotta keep faith, keep praying. I know God has a plan, so I just gotta keep going with that.
I think Luther could play. It's just, is he? What percentage is he? Once you play, at this point right here, I mean, we're playing. So it's going to be a combination of where, Luther's going to weigh in a lot on this, and see. But he moved around good out there today. I mean, he's running good. So I think he could play. It's just a matter of how productive is he, how close to full speed is he, and then, once we do, there's no going back, so we'll just have to sit down with him and see what he makes, what he wants to do, and we'll move forward.
I guess it kind of goes without saying when you're playing a 250-pound back that pushes the pile a little bit, you can't go with a guy that's not 100% there. I mean,
the whole thing, this league, you're playing some good teams. Yeah, you need to be full speed. I just don't want to go through the rest of the year him limping around or not being able to practice, get nicked up, and then try to play him on Saturday. All the other guys taking the reps. It's just not fair to anybody, So, but Luther looked good today. He looks like he could play at Pitt. Do we move forward and play him or not? I really don't. I don't know. We talked 2 days ago, I think. Can't remember, right before I went recruiting last week. Maybe it was, but he's going to weigh in on it also. Luther's a good college football player. He wants to be an NFL player. His film this year is not comparable to last year. So I know he needs to get good film. So, can he come back? Is he going to be about what he was? Or is he going to be what he was a year ago?
Forget, were you on the Pittsburgh trip a couple years ago?
I was.
What stands out in your mind from that?
Just embarrassment. I remember them playing the Sweet Caroline song, and they were up by like 21, and it was awful. And they were all having a good time and talking trash to us, and we couldn't do anything to turn it around. So we definitely have we've never won there, and that's something that Coach Beamer just reminded us, and that's pretty embarrassing. So that's something that you want to change. Every time you go into an NFL stadium, I think that you have you kind of up your game even a little bit more, just because you feel like a pro, and so that's something that you don't want to go to an NFL stadium and lose. So we have a lot to prove in the city of Pittsburgh.
You had the week off. I know you got some rest and then some practices. What was that like, and was that time off good for you guys?
Absolutely. I think just from our room, it seemed like we were just fresher, just bouncier, and that's always good. And it's always good, this football is so high-strung, and, everything's so, you're under a magnifying glass, that it's nice to get away from it and just get your head completely. I think if you take the last 2 days and, you're still doing a little something, you're not fully taking advantage of the time off. That's something, you just got to completely unwind and just relax with family or friends or however you do it. So it's really nice, and I feel like my batteries are certainly, recharged, and it seemed like we practiced that way offensively. I didn't see the defense a whole lot, but offensively we did.